Toni and his group of impassioned Germans, joined by a few of us American friends, had their dream come true.
The landscape is just beyond imaginations, and it's really big white water, and I think every kayaker dreams about kayaking in such big water.
I dreamed about the trip 40 years long. For me it was unbelievable to get an experience like this any time in my life. And now I had the great chance that Toni won this permit, and he asked me whether I will come with him. And I'm really happy that I did it.
This has been a dream for all the time I'm going rafting, and I always said this will be the highest point of a raft guide career, to row the Grand Canyon to the Colorado River. The Grand Canyon is a great thing to see. I have never seen rapids like this, so big. It's the most exciting thing, and I'm happy that I have the possibility to do this. The Grand Canyon is one of the famous nature wonder of our Earth. It's amazing to see such a deep cut in our planet. The rapids, there are very, very huge, big stoppers and waves. It was a great challenge for me.
The rapids are bigger than what I've ever seen before. There are so many whirlpools and difficult eddy lines and waves coming from every side. I'm not used to paddle this kind of water.
They are really big and crashing and breaking waves everywhere, and sometimes they are scary, but once you're in the waves, it's really great fun to be there. In Europe you will not find rivers like this, so it's really different, very different to the rivers I usually paddle down.
It's a fantastic area, so more bigger than in Europe. The river and the waves are so big, but they are not dangerous or so. In the first day you have the look to the waves and said, ooh, but after a while it's no problem. You learned more and more, and now the big waves are very fun.
When I going through the rapids, I'm calm and I go straight through. And afterwards, I'm glad.
When I'm in the rapids, the time goes slow. It's like slow motion. You have to go with the river. It's so powerful, you can't go against the rivers.
The power of the water and of the canyon can have a profound effect on your soul, too.
For me, to go to the Grand Canyon, the first and important thing was the adventure. Live your life, live your dreams. Don't live for your boss and for money, or live your dreams. That's important. It changed me more than I couldn't imagine before. It really changed me. Not superficial, it goes really deep.
It's all about life experience. It's all about expanding your horizons. It's all about experiencing something that you cannot experience except by being down here. It's definitely not for everybody. You know, you have to have a little bit of a mindset that you want to get outside your comfort zone. You want to explore new things in your life. It's all about learning. You know, not only learning the hard skills like rowing a boat and learning to read rivers and read the water and picking the line. You know, it's about maybe learning some of your limits, learning how to cross over those limits and be more comfortable. And then also, it's something you can take back to the real world, to the other world. This is the real world.
I think it's monumental, and it gives you the impression of being so small, you know, having all this nature around, which is there since millions of years. I haven't been on a raft before, so it was a challenge for me to go on a raft. We don't have such big waves where I live, and in the first days it was a little frightening, but then with Bob steering this raft, I have a very safe feeling. And it's fun to see the big waves and to go through it, but not underneath. There are the huge waves, and then there is also quartet where the river is very calm and you have time to look around and to be very relaxed on the boat. And this is also the Colorado, yes, not only the huge waves.
The Grand Canyon is a mystical place of beauty and unbelievable wonders to explore.
Well, I enjoyed the red walls, that's what I was dreaming of. I also enjoyed the hikes, especially the one with the little gorge. Well, you don't expect them in the scenery. That's what makes them so special. So the small one was totally white, and you have all the red stones around you, and then suddenly you are standing in a white canyon. So that's very different and very special, I think.
It is a great experience in nature. It's a great experience to see stones in all their colors and all their formations, and water also.
The most interesting thing for me being in the Grand Canyon is, of course, running the rapids. That's something very, very unusual and great that you won't find in Europe or somewhere else. Next to that, it's also very important to see the side canyons and do the hikes and see the waterfalls and nature around it. So that's even more important to myself.
I had this impression that this was a kayaking trip, that we were going to be running rapids, and that was the main focus. We're going to be camping, we're going to be running rapids. We're going to be camping, we're going to be running rapids. Wow, that was such a limited view of what we actually did. The hiking was an amazing part of the trip itself. This was my first time in the canyon, and every moment was almost sensory overload. It was beautiful beyond belief.
Everybody should come down the Grand Canyon at least once in their life. It's a very spiritual place to be, and I don't think there's any place like it on earth. You should see it.
You have to come here and take the spirit with you.
I think it's an exciting thing for all ages and for all people. People should do it from all around the world.
Life to the Max is brought to you by Life Touch, photography for a lifetime.